Hi everyone. Christ is risen. Christ is risen indeed. Well, I bring you news from a setting of the courtyard of our church where life is already blooming. You can't quite catch it in the camera lens, but there is some green life coming down from above. That's kind of symbolic, isn't it, about new life this time of the year? And actually, as I stand here, there are a few snowflakes whirling around, so we definitely know we are in Ohio. Well, I wanted to bring you some midweek announcements in this celebration of the resurrection of Christ, the days following Easter morning. First of all, a big thank you to all you for all your words of encouragement and support during these times as all of us are navigating through our vocations for the first time under the situation. I really appreciate all your support. Also, another word of thank you for your financial support. Thank you to those of you who are able to send in your offerings to us. It really does make a difference, and we're very grateful for it. A few other announcements I wanted to highlight today. First of all, many of you know that during our Lenten season, we took up again the spiritual practice of donating an article of clothing each day in those Lenten purple bags. Remember way back when we gave those out? Well, guess what? We are extending that deadline. You have all this time at home now, so maybe one project would be to go through your closets and pick out the rest of those unused clothes and pack them up and bring them by the church. We will collect those anytime right now if you happen to be able to get into church, but otherwise just hold on to them until we are back open and can receive those and pass them on to others in need. Second of all, a reminder of the ongoing food collection for Oasis. We have been fortunate enough to fill that bin outside the side door a few times, but now, in these weeks following, they are still in need of those items. So if you're able to bring those by, it'd be greatly appreciated. Also, as we are now on this side of Easter, we look to certain aspects of our ministry and see what we can start or restart and do, perhaps remotely. I know the women's Bible study did their study over Zoom, which is just great. But one item of ministry I did want to mention, directed at those confirmation students and parents, is that we will postpone confirmation that usually happens on Pentecost and rather have it on Reformation Sunday this fall, which is the last Sunday in October. Of course, we'll share more details about that as that time draws near. And finally, I wanted to give an announcement that really deserves a lot more time than just a minute on a video, but I wanted to talk about the sacrament of Holy Communion. We obviously here at Christ Redeemer have not been celebrating that sacrament. The bishop of the ELCA, Bishop Eaton, has encouraged us to use this time as a fast from the Holy Supper, and our bishop here in northeastern Ohio has agreed. Now, I know some of you may know members of other churches and Lutheran churches that are doing this remotely. We call it virtual communion. And I just do not concur with this practice, but rather agree with our bishops. I think the challenge of it, while great in its intent, opens up a Pandora's box to some issues that have not been worked through yet. For instance, if you are celebrating sacrament live during live streaming, but then watch it later on tape 2-3 days later, can you then take the elements and receive them? Or what about if you're at home and you do not have wine but have orange juice, or you're out of bread and only have crackers? Does that count? I actually know some families that have done this in their practice, and I just don't think that's on target. So at this time, I remain unconvinced that virtual communion is a way to go. I look forward to that time when we can celebrate the Feast of Victory together, gathered around the table. In the meantime, folks, we will continue to bring you weekly worship services, those mini services on Sunday morning, as well as hopefully announcements through the week. Be safe, everyone. Take care. We look forward to being together, dear church.